Yeah. Okay, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this, but this is a serious Sam Siberian Mayhem. I will be playing with the Steam controller as usual. I might or might not share my configuration at the end, depending on how I feel the configuration is. I might do it for this one because, well, you know, it's pretty much the same as in CSM 4. This is, you know, an expansion pack, so not too much problem there. There we go, thank you. Some weird stuff just happening here real quick. Yeah. It looks like it is recording fine. Audio levels are pretty decent. The music is for some reason a bit loud here, but we're gonna let it be. It's a nice music. It's when it comes to settings, you have tons of settings. I turned on the bobbing, which is really nice. It's nice that you can have like the weapon can be bobbing. I guess we could turn that one up. It doesn't really bother me if the weapons are stable or not, but no, I'm gonna go no bobbing just for stability. I don't know, not stability, but just for, I think that is what I like. And this is nice thing here. I guess the fun thing is that you could change, that doesn't matter. This is the only thing that is a bit sad. I would like to change the color. I prefer a very bright green crosshair. But other than that, no, you have tons of nice options. It's a bit weird that some options are in 2 places. And I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, it doesn't matter, I guess, as long as they are synchronized, but I think it's not really the best way to do it. The settings should be in one place where it's easy to understand why it's there. So I think it would have been more than enough to just have that setting in the motion sickness options for me. Lots of settings here. No direct 3D 12 for some reason. That CSM 4 had, I believe. I'm just doing this internally limited to 1080p because I don't know, there are performance issues. We're gonna get into that. This is nice to have, that you can choose different filters, and the fidelity I felt added most of the clarity. You know, it has nice sharpening of the wood and stuff like that. I guess we can turn it down. You can see on the page the wooden box and stuff how much it changes, so I prefer that one. Really nice. Nice that you have color options. I'm going with the vivid at the moment. I'm not sure if I want like the boosted or the vivid. Standard. I think vivid, we're gonna go with vivid right now, but it's very nice that you have a lot of settings to change here, and you can also do it manually. You know, you see here you can always tweak them to your liking that way, so very nice. Always here. Let's turn that one down. I'm not playing co-op anyways, but why not turn it off so it's no problem. A different language, nice there. Not gonna do multiplayer, so I haven't even checked anything here, so guess it doesn't really matter anyways. No. Blah blah, never been shamed. Okay. And here we have the performance. So this is definitely a fun thing. I've changed this from low to high and tweaked settings within. This is pretty much a high. I've just limited the internal running to 1080p because maybe that will give me an extra ability in performance. Who knows? can do that just for fun also. But you know, you have tons of settings that you can change. I've turned down this. I'm not a fan of. I guess bloom could be, you know, nice to have. Maybe. No. No. And now. No. Skip that. Maybe motion blur. Would be nice to mitigate some stuttering effects, but we'll leave that off for now. Some have said that this have a lot of impact on the performance. I tried it and there were no impact for me in the level that I tried, but it's very nice settings, almost, you know, too much settings here. The same is here. I most likely will do a playthrough this game. Oops. Hope it didn't crash my OBS, right? Voila. No, it doesn't seem too good. So yeah, settings and everything is fine. Advanced options here. Nice that you can scale the HUD. So that's nice. And crosshair that you can scale it also. And the weapon wheel scale, that's nice. Gonna leave those default and we're gonna get into the game. I played a little bit and I already now have some interesting thoughts, but I'm gonna share those till when I get to that place in the game. But there is a place where I felt like, oh, really? Maybe that wasn't the best thing to do there, right? And you're gonna see my performance there to the right, and before we enter, let's show you how you get that one, because that isn't an option in the settings, which I think is bad. Since it's built into the engine, why do you not offer that as an option? It's always nice to be able to see your frames, but by typing in ERF_B large S HOW and then FPS in capital letters equals 1, that will turn it on. If you want it to be off, you just change it to equals 0. And you can bring up the console by pressing the tilde key, I believe, something like that is called, the console key. Yeah, let's leave it on. You can also, if you want more information, 2. Is it 3? No. 1. Oh, right, yeah. 2. And let's see. 3. Let's try the highest one here. You can also do to see the current one, and you can also do, and then you can get an information of the values and what they do that you can see here. So let's see how 3 will be. So first off, it starts off quite nice, I feel. Pacing, the level, definitely. But there are some weird things coming, and this isn't developed by the pro team. It's done by like fans that like created like a small studio, I guess, and then supported by the pro team.
Now I just gotta find this Tunguska place and keep General Brand from handing over the Holy Grail. Should be fun.
And that's definitely quite interesting. Some of the choices coming from fans of the games, I feel. Maybe that's just me, but I'm gonna address them when I get there. Yeah. Nothing wrong here, but there are stuttering, as you can see here, and no matter what settings I choose, there is just always stuttering. There is always stuttering. it doesn't matter what I do with the settings. I even limited the frames to 90 frames per second, and I could not get a stable 90 frames per second. So I'm just gonna go with this. I have been on the forums, the Steam forums there, and developers have said that they believe that they should be able to iron out the stuttering here in like a patch when it's coming, if it's coming, or something, you know, we don't know. So I'm just gonna play it like this, because like it doesn't matter what I do with my settings. Like, why not? We turn everything to medium. Why not? We do that just for the sake of this video, but it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anything. I do want that on 8. Rendering is limited, multisample is low. There we go, and we're gonna just turn off. The only thing this should do is give me more performance, so it shouldn't be anything bad. So we are running this on lower than the medium settings pretty much, since those settings should mitigate me bumping this one up. Well, let's not even, we keep it on 4, why not? It's gonna be a little bit blurrier textures, but alright. And let's do this. There is just no way for me to have a stable 120 frames. There's no possible way that I can get that, unfortunately. There we go. And it's recording, right? Let's see, so that it is, yes, good. And the frames are the same. It's still the same. It's 120 dropping. It's not, the frames are never stable. That's the problem here. They keep jumping, stuttering, something with the frame pacing or whatever. Because even if I limit the frames, why not? We're gonna just show you that this is really so bad. But you can see that I was nowhere near being limited to under 90 frames per second in this scene. So let's, here we are, we're limited to 90. 88, 90, 87, 90, 87, 90. And this is causing that it just isn't smooth. No matter what you do, there's no smoothness here. It is constantly dropping. No, it's like I wasn't even near 90 frames when I have it unlocked or locked to 120. I was, you know, 113, 117, 120, and then you lock to 90. It still can't keep a stable 90. So there is something within the engine that is bad. And you can even go down to 60. 9, 60. 9, 60. It's less pronounced, but they're all stuttering here because it is constantly not good here. 59 to 60, 9, 60. I'm gonna turn that doesn't. There we go. Doesn't matter. And you can see under the frame counter to right that the text are red, and that is when the engine is kind of like stalled or being overloaded. So there is something seriously wrong, because I can't maintain 60 stable. I can't even have it on unlimited, doesn't matter. I can't even get that. I have it locked within Nvidia to be 125. And here the game is just constantly struggling with everything. So I can't reach 125 frames, so that's, you know, it's weird. Because the funny thing is that in many cases when I was playing it and having MSI Afterburner, I could see that my GPU wasn't even being used to 100%. So I would actually say that if you don't feel after watching this Let's Try that you really love the game and just can't wait to play it, you should wait to get it until the first patch like drops and read the notes and read the forums to see if the stuttering is fixed or not. Another thing that, you know, that is the same as in Civ 4 and this one is that I don't like this. The ADSing is... the gun blocks too much. I would have liked some kind of red dot or hollow scope. Then ADS could have been fine. But I would actually prefer that if they just skipped it and had no ADS on this gun. I don't feel that it adds anything. Like, just make this gun as accurate as when you're ADSing instead. It would just be better. I do so not like how this gun is in the way for the aiming, so yeah. I would have definitely loved it if they just remove the ADSing. Make this gun, let it be a little bit OP, then it's fine. Also, it is definitely sad that you can't, like, whenever you reload, you slow down. I did watch G-Man Lives, I think that's might be correctly, and you know, it's a very nice YouTube channel, nice reviews of games. I agree with him. He's, you know, wasn't a fan of you slowing down when reloading, and I agree, it seems weird in a game like this. Probably could have just removed reloading from this gun, but then maybe that would have made this gun even more OP, but I would be fine with that. It's nice to have like a workhorse that is actually fun to use and that actually can do like a nice bit of damage, and this gun can do that actually. And you know, if you could have skipped the ADS and have a little bit more precision and you know, no reload maybe, that's not a huge problem, but then, you know, this gun would be something that you want to use quite a lot of the time throughout.
Are you guys dogs or frogs?
I'm not a fan of this new enemy. Because they move very erratically, which is quite annoying. It's not a problem when you see a few or something like that, but if you do know that they are going to come like in crazy amounts, and that's going then to be more annoying. I also feel actually that this game for me is actually much better with the Steam controller. Like, I feel aiming in general just feels more solid. Might be that I don't use
Come get some.
do you know, mouse and keyboard as much anymore, but yeah, I did really enjoy when I'm, you know, been playtesting this to see that everything is running as good as it can. See, this is a really annoying enemy. This erratic movement. So having that enemy coming in, you know, a horde, you know, maybe 20 or something like that, that's going to be super annoying. I'm not going to be hunting crazy for secrets. TSM games always have a lot of them. And I watched, as I said, Jim Lives, his review, and he encountered one. A very nice one in this first level, so I'm gonna go for that one. No, it wasn't Yemen Lives, it was Draco on Twitch, right, yeah. Nice streamer, streams like a large amount of first-person shooters, so speedrunning and very good at many games. That he encountered this secret, so I'm gonna take that. Grab it, because the quicker you get the rocket launcher, the more fun the game is. I'm also gonna be excessively quick saving, just like I do in Fear. But there are pretty decent checkpoints, I feel like. And you have ice physics, which I actually enjoy. I don't mind it. Do not like that dude. And here the aiming definitely it's more tricky than it should be, just because of the gun being in the way. I'm actually gonna try how the game feels. I'm gonna try just to see how it feels to play this. No, not that one. Let's see if we can get... interesting, you can't. Let's see, I'm just curious how this will look with the... Sometimes it looks, you know, better or more fun. So when the music are going, it means there is still enemies left, so there is somewhere around here there is one enemy left. Probably stuck somewhere. Yeah, there is an enemy left here somewhere. There he is. Didn't see you. So unfortunately the performance is going to be bad throughout this entire... most likely this playthrough of this game, and there is nothing I can do about it, and it's quite annoying actually. And my settings, as I said, I am running on the medium, and that is even turned down a little bit extra, so yeah. They really should have fixed this before releasing. Like, how could this not have been... how could they not encounter this stuttering when playtesting? But I do like the level layout so far here. Seems very nice. I don't mind that I don't have all the guns, you know, immediately here, so...
What's that? Sounds like a mayday. Let's see. Damn thing's busted. Is that an SOS in your tower? Or are you just happy to see me? I guess I better find whoever that is, before something big and nasty gets there first.
It's nice that this breaks, but as you can see, it's just one static animation for the glass breaking, which is kind of ridiculous in a game released. yeah, it's kind of depressing. Like Red Faction that was released so long ago is tons better when it's come to just some fun glass physics. And we're soon going to come to a place that where the fun thing is going to happen here. Blah. This time. I don't really care for the story, to be quite honest. And it's kind of nice that it's like an option here, but I think it would have been more nice if like you only have like the main objective, and like it would be more like giving you not like just, oh, here you can get some cool stuff, more that like hinted that it is like an optional nice thing here. But yeah, we're going to come to the first interesting thing here that I don't really understand, if they are fans of the game, why they included that. And we're gonna address this real soon here, so stay tuned now.
Feeling cold? Don't worry, I'll warm you up with my bullets.
This is the fun thing. If they are fans of the CS, I don't know why they... If this enemy... Because this is one of the more annoying enemies. So if you do a nice shot right between the eyes, I believe you can take this enemy down a little bit extra quick. But yeah, it's weird if they are fans of this you know, this is Sam. They have that flying enemy because that is one of the more annoying ones. It's not the like, it's fine since it isn't like in CSM 4 where you are swarmed with those annoying one, but still it's not. It's a weird choice of enemies, I think, for fans to put in, but well. Do not like that one. The one with projectiles are a little bit too crazy hit scanning. And again, that was a bit sad. Again, because this is so hard to, like, the entire like gun is covering the enemy when you're shooting like this. So if they wanted ADS, I think they should have changed to a nicer sight, like a hollow sight, something more nicer than having just this iron sight. It's so terrible. Best would have just been, let this be accurate. It's pretty accurate when you're standing still, but when you're like rapid firing, it's all over the place. So it starts off like decent if you ignore the performance issues. Nothing major is bad, like the enemy that came, it's not my favorite, but it's nothing crazy like super bad, except for the performance so far. Level layout and everything. Nice warming you into it. And this is worth it.
Once a day, give yourself a
This optional, you know, objective is really worth it, because this one are definitely what you need. I do know people have problems with this, and I agree. I don't think it's a bad thing to have a skill tree. I just think that the things in the skill tree aren't the best. Like, this could just be a default thing. That could also just be a default thing. This I can see sure be in this one, definitely in here. Definitely in this, no problem with that. Sure. Definitely. No, this should be in... this could be in here, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. This should not be in here. This should be by default. I don't think this should be. I think this should just be... like, this should be just be one dual wheel, but... yeah, it's the skill tree isn't bad, it's just that it's... just doesn't really add a lot of oomph to it. So it doesn't feel like they are created good. That's
I would like to register a complaint regarding lack of Earth Defense Force presence at refinery, neglecting strategic importance of continued resource extraction during war. I have decided to personally address situation by joining EDF and petitioning for creation of committee to rectify issue.
I do, as I said, I think this, like, the layout is nice, but I would actually like them to not have this snowstorm, because for you to be able to just to see this huge nice level here, that is a little bit of like open world type-ish, that would have been so much more fun. The weather are going to clear up from time to time, so that's nice. The music is nice. There's a lot of good thing happening with this game. I just feel that the overall balance are more of the problem. And more of this enemy, which again I just don't... You're a fan of this game, why you would put this annoying enemy in? I just don't really get why. I don't think I've heard anyone say, oh look, a flying annoying enemy that attacks you, especially at the same time as there are ground enemies, but yeah, weird choice, but yeah, like, it's nothing crazy. So I play this when playtesting, and if you go this way, you will get the C4 as a thank you. So I'm gonna skip that. One C4? No. Could have at least been like 10. So, no secret down there to my recollection. There are a few if you go that way, nothing major, so yeah, I'm not gonna go out of my way to secret hunting it. The rocket launcher was really worth it, but other than that, the secrets that I found has been very minor. But overall, I would say that the start of this game feels more solid than CSM 4, actually. Biggest problem definitely is the performance.
Hello, can you hear me? I need help. I'm in the comm tower. Please, hurry!
Oh yeah, another princess in the tower.
It's also very annoying that the enemy, even though the enemy hasn't spotted you, it can fire over the wall and they kinda like hit you. Which is a interesting choice they made. But But I definitely do enjoy my Steam controller for playing this game. It definitely feels more... For me, it's actually a better, like, just shooting experience. I don't know why. I think it is because it is so many, like, quick movement and they are so small, so it's just easier to doing more gyro correction than it is for the mouse. Since I don't, you know, since mouse isn't my main gaming input method.
I see you guys are really happy to see me.
Yeah, those are so annoying that they can just shoot you from so far away. But if you've kept an eye on the FPS counter, you can definitely see it's just jumping crazy, and you almost always get red numbers, means that the engine isn't, for some reason, can't keep up. And it's not the settings, like I could even go to the low settings and it would be the same. I could go to full screen, would be the same. So I think I like the field of view actually a little bit lower in this game. So the enemies are a little bit bigger. Oh. It's a little bit slow, the weapon swapping here. I could definitely use a quicker one, like remove like the animation and just make it instant. It would be more like the Doom, where you could pick your best weapon for dealing with enemies more efficient. What the hell? It's a bit weird here. Sometimes it didn't use my second shot, like my grenade there. Not sure why. So you have a weapon wheel, but I find that it is quite extremely slow to use this, so I'm glad that it is pretty easy to swap weapons with the Steam controller, that I have been able in this game to fit them all to be quick swappable. There are a few problems though with this, and that's going to be coming up real soon, that I'm going to be able to show you. Yeah, I don't really understand why they made that decision, but yeah, it is interesting. There is definitely something interesting that's gonna be coming up with concerning into the weapon and the weapon switching. You are getting assault bullets here, so maybe you could... Maybe the assault rifle is a secret that you could pick up. That I missed, a secret that I missed. But holy crap, the stuttering here is the frame pacing. It's absolutely quite brutal.
Are you trying to say something, or are you just passing gas?
Yeah, I like this little fighting arena here. Definitely felt like a nice, you know, fun little balanced place to fight in, so... Ooh, yeah. Ouch. I feel that Jimin Lives said the right thing. You probably should go for this one first. And then I probably want to have this one. Maybe this one. That seems like the Doom almost thing here. No, it's not a Doom. It's a... yeah, I probably want to go to this one after I get to this one. This one could definitely have been a good one too, but yeah, we're gonna go. I think this is very essential to have in this game. Can I? No, I can't. Can't see. Can I see my skill tree something? Oh, here I have. Dual wield, right, exactly. I gotta remember that I can do this now. I'm gonna do this, and is it advanced options? Come on, where is it? Wait. Oh my god. It's not here, right? No? Keyboard and mouse? Yeah, there we go. I think I'm gonna do this one. Yeah. That's what I wanted. It feels better with my Steam controller, since I used the right trigger to fire. So when I do this, I do wonder if I should change something real quickly. I'm gonna try something here. I don't think I'm gonna use melee, so I'm gonna remove melee actually, and change it to be something else that I think could be better. Additional, there we go. Wait. Default mouse, additional settings, no. Click action. That's what? Okay, something is weird. I'm sorry for this. I'm just trying to change something, but it's being a little bit weird here. So we do dual wield. you can't see this, I'm polishing for that. There are reasons for that, but yeah. And then I'm gonna change this one to be melee, and that is E. There we go. No, wait. There we go. It should be like that, and then it should be like this. There we go. E, there we go. Do a new quick save here, and we're gonna be back into the game for you all. I'm just changed the place of my dual wield to be the right pad click. Wait. That's... Oh, alright. Oh god. It's the wrong thing. It's a little bit weird, some of the default key bindings, so I accidentally added the wrong one, of course. It should be left alt with the dual wield. Oh god. Damn it. I want to do this one just to be sure. There we go. There we go, perfect. I'm gonna need a dual wielding, I believe, quite frequently. Or I want to have it more frequently than the melee button, so. And we're gonna come to another pretty fun little place to fight. It's really powerful, this one, so yeah, that's why I did want to have that one. This is an interesting one. Not a huge fan of this with those one, but pretty decent. Jeez. Oh, right, hello. And here we're gonna show you one of the problem.
And gentlemen, it's open season on Mental's Horde.
So you see, when you're pressing button, I think it's 3, right? Yeah? You change to your shotgun. The problem is that you have 2 shotguns on 3. Which means that if you have the gun, you press 3, you get this shotgun. And you press this, you get this shotgun. So if you have this shotgun, you press that. Then you... Yeah, it's a little bit not optimized. Having 2 shotguns on the same key, so quick swapping that is a little bit annoying. Then you can do this if you want with the with like the weapon wheel, but that is probably just easier for me to just remember to like double click to get this weapon. But yeah, it's it could have been done better. It's sloppy doing here. I think there were some health left back there, right? No? Okay. Oh, there it is. So. Oh, that's nice. That was what I meant. That's why I was going a little bit crazy here, because I knew that there was health left. There is enemies left since the music is going here, so let me have a... Oh, hello. I have 2 medkits. Whoa, 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 ah! I don't know where that enemy is located. So crazy this. Oh, there we go. I'm not a fan of the shield, guys. Yeah, this was another, like, it feels so far like the level design is overall is a little bit more fun than the level design in CSM 4. Not everything, but you know, there were some levels in CSM 4 that was really, really nice. And here we're going to come to the biggest problems in this game that I've encountered so far. And to me seemed really weird. Since they are fans of the games, I don't really understand what they were thinking doing it like this. Yeah, really weird decision coming up right here. And we're gonna go into detail about that real soon. Okay, shells fun. All right.
I would like to register complaint regarding security situation at mainland refinery. I was not asked for identification upon arrival, as all security personnel are deceased. Also, scattered body parts are in violation of Health Code Paragraph 5.
There we go. So we're gonna save here, and yeah, here comes the weirdest decision to me in the game from the fans. I don't understand. So here is a battle arena, and you can see, and the problem is that you have these pillars that is very easy to get stuck on, and you have pillars in the middle, So when you are fighting it, it is very easy to get cramped and stuck in one of these little pillar corners. And it just doesn't really feel well thought of in a game that are, you know, mainly your back strafing. To have a lot of obstacles behind you that is very clearly easy to get stuck on should be something that a fan of the CSM genre, you know, game would have avoided, especially during playtesting. So this is one of the arenas that to me is frustrating. It's difficult, but it's in a frustrating way, not in a fun way.
Warning. Unidentified personnel detected in the restricted area. The facility has been sealed. Please clear the area according to Protocol 908.
Oh, I know that.
And they add this annoying enemy. And here I get stuck again because there is a little pillar there. Yeah, it's insanely weird decision being done here that I don't understand in any way. And you have this enemy that is super annoying, just jumping like crazy, and there are a bit too many of them. And then you have the most annoying enemy in the whole game right after this. It's yeah, this is just frustratingly boring. And I got stuck on a pillar, and I died. Frustrating because I got stuck on another. Yeah, like if fans of the series, why the fuck would you add this? Like, it's been a good experience, you know, level-wise so far. But this arena I don't get. Like, this is an arena that would be fun if you are like playing a game like Fear, Rainbow Six. You know, you have lots of pillars, you can take cover, dodge in and out. But in a game like this where you're fastly backpedaling, backstrafing, also for option for you to just super easy get stuck on, and you get the clears that are, in my probably one of the worst enemies in this whole series. And that is just because you don't really have a good gun to take care of them. It was amazing in CSM 4 when you come to the bridge, you get a minigun, and you get that to, you know, deal with the clears. Then they are awesome, they are a really great enemy. But here, with the shotgun, like, are you idiots? Like, please leave a comment if you think that this is, oh my god, this is an awesome, good, great game design. To have you fight clears with a shotgun in a tight space with lots of pillars and stuff and corners and sticking pillars out of the walls for you to get stuck on it. You know, please, I do not see this. I hope there are not a lot of more like this, because this is where I'm just like, I want to turn off the game and I don't want to come back, because this is just boring. It to me is just very boring in all the ways. It's just boring. There is nothing that I enjoy about this fight. Like, I have no way to quickly take care of them. Yeah. I have no good guns to take care of them. I'm almost full health, it doesn't matter. Like, here I'm full health, still it doesn't matter. Because there are so many. And they can so quickly take me out. And this is normal difficulty. Like, And it's not that I don't understand that I can make it, it's just that I don't enjoy this fight. You know, when I'm entering this, I do know that, hey, I'm gonna...
Has been cleared. Proceed to the emergency elevator.
I do know that I can make this fight, it's just that I don't enjoy the fight. So I hope there's not a lot of more of this, and I don't understand why fans of this series would put like an arena and a fight like this in. You know, if you would have just had a few pillars, sure, they're, you know, nice spaced out, and make sure that you don't have this, so you don't are back strafing here, and then whoop, you're stuck. Remove those, these areas, and especially this one. You know, it's so easy. You're fighting here and you're backtracking, and then the enemy, they can just stun you in the corner and kill you so quickly. So yeah, this is like the first time when I was feeling like, really? Fans of the series did this level? Why? So there are 5 levels to my knowledge, and I'm thinking of doing like the let's try of the first level.
I'm coming.
And then do like, you know, 4 more episodes as a playthrough. Clears. I so do not like clears. Oh, alright, look, another place where you get stuck. Wow. Oh my god. Are they really fans of the series that have made this? I'm starting to doubt that. I don't see how fans of this should make levels like this. Like, if fans of the series obviously would make, you know, levels more in style with the open arenas of the first and second encounters, or like the last level in Series Sam 3. That's a badass level, because you have huge amounts of enemies, but you have a huge space to backtrack, and you can do it without easily getting stuck. This is weird. I just don't understand. Why are you doing this shitty? Who the hell was thinking this is a fun? So many things to just stun lock you. Wow, that went right through the pillar. Okay, yeah, awesome. Good game design there. Why would you put like the clear enemy and that in a place like this? Again, you don't have good place to backtrack. You have this. It's so easy to just get stuck on. It started off game design wise, you know, level design. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. And then it's definitely changed. I hope they don't keep doing arenas like this with enemies that are, you know, as quick as the clear and others in this cramped. It looks cool, it looks nice, but it's just the choice of enemies was terribly bad. Really, really bad. Okay, so just shells down here. Nice atmosphere. Okay, that's another weird place here. A little bit cramped. That blow up, thank you. I'm definitely not a fan of the dual wielding having so much of a spread. A little bit too crazy spread. Whoa! A little bit difficult to see in here. It's a cooler level, but it's a little bit difficult to see. Definitely a little bit challenging to see. Oh, you guys! Okay, so I haven't gotten the... assault rifle yet, and you toss in those enemies. Okay, I guess. Sure. Looks like this should be a secret here, but I guess not. Why would you have this open? You could just get stuck. There's no secret there. Alright. So again, I do need to apologize for the performance. It's the game. It's nothing that I can do about that. So yeah. Okay, elevator. Let's do a quick refill of fueling. Probably been over an hour, so probably taking it a little bit slower here when I'm trying this Let's Try. So the next episode I'm not going to be like as critical, I guess. So that's the point of my Let's Try, is to be critical to the good and the bad, constructive criticism hopefully in most ways. Although it's very easy to get carried away and get a bit of an extra negativity, it's unfortunate, but yeah. Is what it is. So, you know, when they're coming up, I'm not going to be discussing all like game mechanics and stuff in the same detail and stuff like that. It's going to be just more about how they more about the playing, how that feels and everything like that. Is that the assault rifle? Oh no, it's the AK.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things are okay when you have an AK.
Alright, here comes one of the main characters in this game. I'm gonna be a little bit critical, a little bit weird game design to have no fence there, so you can just run off.
Come on, guys. Just use your heads. Wait, never mind.
More of these flying ones. Yeah, it's a weird choice having to toss in this enemy in this place. Again, it seems so weird, like I don't feel like fans of the series would do that. It's okay, this fight, but it didn't feel really fun. It's too cramped. Like, you don't make a horde shooter, like a CSM style shooter, in these cramped places. That's not the fun part. The fun part are like the last level in CSM 3. When there is just massive arena for you to backtrack, strafing, lots of ammo. You have like the minigun and you just keep pressing that left firing button for like minutes straight, backpedaling like crazy. That's the fun part. Not like those small cramped places with these flying annoying shooting on top. The bomber kamikaze guys flying in against you, and then on top of that, bomb tossing weird dudes. It seems like a very, very weird combination of enemies from fans of the series. But, I don't know, maybe that's just me. It also feels like, compared to like the 4, that they might be like, this is, you know, an expansion, so it feels like they might have upped the difficulty a little bit, for good and bad. For new players, they just gonna go for this, might be a little bit of an extra difficulty. Oh, I can't get there. You can you can go on top. Is it a secret? Yep. I don't really use duck a lot. I probably could have added that to something different. Probably, yeah, I don't really need a duck. It is definitely a nice change with this gun. I like the model of it. The shooting feels very nice and solid. I do hope we get better, more fun fighting arenas, definitely. Snipers? Oh, what the? And again, what this iron sight is so bad. Why couldn't we have get some nice little, some kind of more fun little, something a little bit better, a little bit more fun. Yeah. This fight was much nicer than I first might have considered it to be. It was definitely not too crazy, but the sniper is a little bit, I don't know, but yeah, it worked out fine. I have nice, and there, even though I couldn't backtrack a lot, I had cover to go back and forth. That. And it wasn't enemies that was charging me, so it was. This was like, felt like a more nicer, like CSM balanced fight. Definitely not a fan of having two shotguns on the same button. Definitely makes it a little bit tougher to quick swap. Okay, so we get jump pad. So that's a new addition to this one. This looks like a more fun arena here. You have more place for it. You have verticality, sure, but it doesn't really scream CSM arena, but that doesn't have to be anything bad. Definitely doesn't have. It's just like a huge like boss battle arena here. I'm gonna go ahead and use the right button. I changed it. So, do we wanna be agile? We can be agile here, fire and reload while sprinting, or we can go with two-handed weapons. That's not a bad thing, definitely not. We can reload faster. Both are good, actually. I think I'm gonna go with Gmail Lives options here, actually. And then I'm gonna go this one. Another weapon. Time War. When deployed is a large resource. Alright, it's to slow down time. Definitely interesting using these gadgets. Probably best way to use them is through this one, right?
Bring it on.
Definitely interesting concept, this arena. Yeah. Not like the most CSM type. Nothing wrong with it. Very weird. And why do you have this so you can get stuck? Oh my god, it's... Remove these ones that you can get stuck on. For the love of God, and this enemy is just annoying in this arena. Why the fuck did you have that enemy? Again, weird choices of enemies. Like, these pillars that they put everywhere that you kind of like get stuck on are the most annoying thing ever. They really should remove that. But definitely an interesting arena, but remove these pillars, they just annoy you. Like, suddenly you are just kind of stopping. Otherwise, definitely a nice, different arena. Very Quake and Doom style, you know. Yeah, interesting choice. Not, I guess, not like a terrible choice, but an interesting choice, nonetheless. Is this maybe the first episode? Yeah, it is. Chapter's first one. Chapter 1, right? Smell of petroleum. So we're gonna end this let's try here. Level-wise, it's pretty good for the most part. It's just the one arena with the clear that I really wonder what the hell they were thinking. And the one right after that with the train, and you have those enemies rushing you. Seems very crazy to have for someone that are fans of the series, and yeah, just very weird. We're gonna end this here. Gonna end this here because this should be the next chapter, right? If you do a save game. Song of Stormbringer, right? Song of the Stormbringer, yeah, exactly. This is chapter 1 and this is chapter 2. Does it say chapter 2 something? No, doesn't matter. So yeah, other than that, the level design are nice, but most of like the enemies are nice balanced. I don't know why they kept some of the, like the flying one could be used in some, but I don't know why it's felt a little bit weird placed in the last like fight and some other minor places. And the green that kind of throws the with like the several hands at why they, or arms, why they have that enemy, that is, don't feel that that is like a loved enemy, but it wasn't used in an annoying way so far. Only like real annoying thing so far has been the first encounter with all the clears and that. So I think you should wait buying this game till the patch drops, because the interesting, yeah, the performance is very all over the place, and apparently they have locked this one to 66 frames, the menu, for some reason. Doesn't matter, it works. So yeah, price tags of 15 to $20 or euros. Depends on how the game will go forward. If it is mostly fun with just some minor arenas here and there that are very annoying, then yes, I can see the price being justified if the performance is being fixed. Because until the performance, the stuttering and that is fixed in this game, it's not worth anything. You shouldn't buy this, really. Unless you're a huge fan of this game, you shouldn't buy it. Not with this performance. Like, I have an AMD Ryzen 5600X. It can boost up to 4.6 or 4.7 GHz on all the cores. An RTX 3070, slightly overclocked. Not massive, but like 10% or something there. And I have 32 gig of DDR4 RAM running at 3600 megahertz, which is a decent computer. You know, I obviously have a 1440p 120 Hz monitor. It's a 144, but I run 120 Hz. It is demanding, but I should be able to run this on medium to low settings and be able to get a stable 120 frames. And even when I'm running higher settings, you know, if I'm standing in one place, the frames like shouldn't just start dropping back and forth all the time. So there is issues there, and until that is fixed, if you aren't a huge fan of the game and what you've seen here today, I should hold off to buying it to 1-2 patches or something like that, then look at this game. Because this game needs to be a smooth, fluid motions, you know, graphic, since it is a very fast-paced game. I do feel that is the level design of this first level felt very solid, except for that cage fight, you know, as I mentioned, that really is weird. And some of the things so far has been less CSM-ish. We haven't had this like epic crazy hordes of enemies coming to you at like huge arenas. Another good example is in CSM 3, pretty early on. You have all of these, you know, the screaming guys with the bomb heads just flowing in over like a hill towards you in this huge arena. That's an awesome CSM moment. There haven't been any of those moments in this game so far. So I'm curious going forward to see if it's going to be going more towards the horde CSM or if they are going to take CSM and make it more towards Doom or more modern, we're mixing up several types of enemies but not having them be in massive amounts and making the levels more cramped down when you're fighting. So it's more of a tactical, tactical FPS in that way, and not just a straight, horde mode FPS, like huge arenas, huge corridors that you can backpedal easily through. That's going to be very interesting going forward. I will keep playing this, and even though the performance is bad, so you can, if you don't are overly excited about the game, you can keep watching. I'm going to try to do one level per video, so you can choose how to watch them. It should be 5 videos. This is the first one, and yeah, it's kind of more positive than CSM 4. The biggest thing is definitely the performance so far. Other than that, it feels interesting, it feels fresh in kind of way. It has the CSM enemies, yes, not CSM and crazy vibe in a way. It's not bad, it's just something a little bit different. So yeah, interested in seeing that going forward. But if you aren't sure to buy this, wait for patches to the performance, because the performance is absolutely horrendously bad right now. It is actually quite difficult for me to play it because it doesn't feel like a 60 frame smooth. It's nowhere near 120 frame smooth, and it's not that I get tearing problems or something. It's the only thing that I was thinking that maybe is if it is the V-Sync, but I highly doubt that. But sure, apply this one. Yeah, no. V-Sync does nothing for the smoothness. It still is terrible. So yeah, that's it for this Let's Try. It's now up to you to decide if you want to buy it now, later, or don't buy it at all. So hope this video have maybe helped some of you decide of get this game or not. And stay tuned for more videos of Fear, Extraction Point, of CSM Siberian Mayhem, is that correct? Maybe. And another new game that I will start that was released in 2012. So then I'm gonna do Let's Try and start playthrough of, and yeah, stay tuned for that. That's upcoming very, very soon, hopefully.